W3OST. Any other check-ins? This is Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Bravo Radio, Rob and Callaway. Okay, Rob, KC3WVR, we got you. Any other members and guests, please call now. Okay, we'll have to try again in a little bit. My Echo Link, I have Chris checked in, so I imagine he'll be checking in on the radio also. Okay, first announcements from our officers. John, do you have anything for us tonight? N3AK from K3HKI. Okay, thank you, John. I think I missed a little bit of that, but looks like we're going to have some field day planning coming up next week. Look forward to hearing the details. And Walt and I have to do a little bit of advertising, I think. I think that was part of our responsibility. I did make up a flyer, and I haven't printed out any of them yet. The list for club officers is Neil, our club secretary, AC3CU. This is K3HKI. Go ahead, Neil.
K3HKI, this is AC3CU. Good evening, Jim, and everyone on that. Thanks for running that, Jim. Personally, I don't have any announcements. I did miss the last club meeting due to a bad stomach. There was a couple of things that before the meeting I saw that was coming up for vote, but I don't know the results of that. And I'll be looking for John's email on the field day planning coming up on this next Thursday. So with that, I'll send it back to you, Jim. So AC3CU.
Okay, thank you, Neil. Yeah, we'll have to get all the details down for field day. I already started a little bit of planning for the Tailgate Fest for October 12th. I thought I turned in a registration form, but I don't have any verification. I know the ARRL experienced some serious computer messaging, and I know their logbook of the world is still inoperable. So I'm going to have to probably resubmit our application to have a Tailgate Fest in October. I know I sent it, but I don't think I didn't get any type of a reply, and there's nothing on their website, their Hamfest calendar website. So that's what I have from my end. Okay, next on the list, Walt, let me give you a topic. There aren't too many check-ins here tonight, but my topic was going to be wire antenna support rope. And I know a lot of people use paracord. And what I'd like to know is how well the paracord has held up if you used it. And if you use something different, such as the Dacron or polyester, or some of the higher end stuff like the Mastrant, which is sold by DX Engineering, more expensive but supposedly stronger and less or more abrasion resistant. So the topic is the ropes you use for antennas, and what results did you get from keeping them up in the trees for years, if it made it that long. So back to you, Walt. Your comments, please. W3GYT from K3HKI.
This is W3GYT. How copy, Jim?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, Roger, I'm copying you 5x5. Good evening, everybody, and thanks, Jim, for running the net tonight. You certainly have had a couple of problems here. This 3999 machine seems to be running pretty well tonight. With respect to the different types of cord, I have had the opportunity to use both parachute line and the black Dacron that you can buy from local radio outlets. There I have a 500-foot roll of that. If I ever get to put up my G5 RV, I'm going to use that. Parachute cord seems to work, but its composition is designed differently, to take the shock of the chute opening. And so there's an outside cover, and then there's a set of inside lines. So I think that each line is strong enough almost to do its job for the chute. So the construction is different. I think I would go for the little bit more expensive line and use that. So anyway, I still have some of the black line up and some of the parachute line up. Both are usable, and it's been up for over 5 years. So I think that if you've got you want to do something economically and you don't want to spend a lot of money, if you can find somebody who can come up with some parachute cord, that would be the best thing to have as far as that goes. Yes, as far as advertising, Jim, for our upcoming field day here at Solderly, I'm glad you reminded me. Here it's beginning, we're into June here a little bit, and I will start making some comments, some contacts there to see what we can do with the various papers and the radio station. The other thing that comes to mind is that we will maybe coordinate that with your flyer. So, and I'll plan on putting some of the talk-in frequencies that you listed in the flyer in the announcement. And I think I put out an announcement copy like here a couple weeks ago, so you might check me on that. Anyway, that's all I have for the net tonight. Thank you again, Jim. We certainly have some problems here with our 0464 machine. So anyway, maybe some of the experts can fix that. So back to net control, KB1YZ. No. K3HKI for net control. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Walt. Appreciate your comments, and I agree with you on the paracord. If you've got it, it's worth using. If you're going to put up something that's going to be up for a long time, or something that's difficult to install, you may want to go with the more expensive Dacron, or even the higher end line called Mastront from DX Engineering. They say you can use it for, and Europeans use that for guy wires for towers even. I guess it's quite strong, the heavier size. Yeah, I see the field day announcement from, I think John put that up on our groups.io page, and it's got the information that we need. I think the flyer has the address for the GPS, and it has the talk-in frequencies. So using the flyer is a good idea for a start. Maybe make a one-paragraph announcement to send to the radio stations, or drop to the newspapers. Okay, let me know how I can help. Okay, thanks, Walt. Next on the list is Steve, KA3WAP. How's it going with you, Steve, and what kind of experience do you have with antenna support line?
Yeah, this is KA3WAP, Steve in Lexington Park. I've used the parachute cord quite a bit in my ham career, and I'm still using it now. And it's incredibly strong and durable. It amazes me. I've had some of it up there for 7, 8 years, and it hasn't frayed or anything. So I'm very confident in its strength and everything. And I like the lightweight, and easy to throw up in a tree, and you can have your antenna up in a few minutes, and it's going to be strong. So yeah, that's my experience with the parachute cord. It's my all-around support for whatever I need, antennas or just propping up equipment. This is KA3WAP, back to net control.
Yeah, okay, Steve, I know there are a lot of people that totally agree with you, and I've used it myself, and I probably have some up right now that I don't know how many years it's been up there, but it's been up there. I do have the black Dacron on one end of my antenna. I think maybe the paracord on the other side. I think I replaced it one time. There was one windstorm that broke the line from abrasion. Yeah, maybe I replaced the paracord with the black Dacron line. But the paracord is a 1,000-pound test strength. The black Dacron for a 3/16" diameter is 750 pounds, so the paracord is stronger tensile strength. And I think the abrasion is better on the black Dacron. The price is about 25% higher for the Dacron over the paracord, but it's pretty easy to get a 500-foot roll for under $50 for both of them. So it's a pretty good deal. It's asked to do a big job, and it doesn't cost a lot, either one. The other one, the one I mentioned from DX Engineering called Mastrant, M-A-S-T-R-A-N-T, is 660 feet for $146. That's quite a bit more per foot than the other two. But I guess if you're using it as a guy wire for a tower or an antenna, it might be worthwhile having the strength for that higher end line. Okay, next on the list we have Rick, W3OST. This is K3HKI. Your comments, please.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net tonight. Thanks for running the net, Jim. Yeah, I guess I went for the high-end stuff. I'm using the Mastrant on the antenna I bought from you a year and a half ago, and it's still hanging up there, and the rope's showing no sign of abrasion or haven't had any failures with it. So I don't seem to be lasting pretty well. So, but yeah, I guess I could have saved some money and gone with the Dacron or the paracord. So with that, I'll pass it back to net control. This is W3OST.
Okay, thanks, Rick. Yeah, remind me in 10 years to run the same topic, and we'll see if it's still hanging up there. Hopefully it will be, although wire will probably end up breaking before the mast strand. Okay, next is Rob, KC3WBR. Your comments on or antenna support rope. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Good job working through that issues there at the beginning and get us back online here. Hey, so I've only been doing this stuff for about a year, so I've only had some wires hanging up since January. But my experience with paracord in the sun, I hang a rowboat up on my fence out here, and I've had one up. You know, of course we use it, but I've had the same paracord up for about 6 years, and that's with tying and untying it, so it seems to last a long time. I did replace it because it was just getting stiff over time, not really failing in strength though. So that's direct sun too. It's, you know, hanging it in a tree gets less sun exposure, but I've had really good luck with paracord. Probably wouldn't spend the extra money for the high-end stuff personally, but that's my experience. That's all we got. Back to you guys, KC3WBR.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Rob. Yeah, that's good. You've had good luck with the paracord. It sounds like it does suffer from UV damage over the years. It gets less flexible. And probably when it's brittle, it probably loses some of its strength. But for 6 years, it's definitely worth it. And didn't cost you a lot to begin with. Yeah, I have a few different kinds of rope, but I'm not sure. None of them were expensive, but I've got some different sizes. I've got some real small stuff, probably 3/32 that I use for putting up a temporary line up for maybe a campground or a POTA station. I've got that, and I've got the heavier stuff for my dipole. I've got an 80-meter dipole hanging in the center from my tower. So on one end there's Dacron. I think the other end has paracord, but I did replace one end of the line, which was paracord, and it broke on the branch that it was rubbing against. All right, you're at the bottom of the list, so let's see if we have some more check-ins. This is K3HKI. Any more check-ins for the St. Mary's County Tuesday night net? K3HKI. I'm hearing no more stations, no more check-ins. Does anybody have a recheck or any comments before we end the net? Okay, my only comment is if you're on HF, try out Talk Around Tuesday. It's on 28.345 megahertz, upper sideband, and net control is usually Eric, KC3QQD. So I'll probably move over there after I close the net. There being no additional business for the net, this will conclude this evening's net. Okay, I see Abe checked in on Echolink. KC3, Whiskey Oscar Alpha. Go ahead, Abe.
Is the Echolink on this system or on the 6.4?
Yeah, you're right. It's on 6.4. Okay, I'm going to talk to him on Echolink. Stand by for a minute. Okay, we have one more check-in. Abe, KC3 WOA is going to check in. KC3 WOA, this is K3HKI. Okay, are there any additional check-ins or rechecks? Please call now. Okay, I'm not hearing Abe or anyone else. There being no additional business for the net, this will conclude this evening's net. I would like to remind everyone that the St. Mary's County Amateur Radio Association website can be found at www.k3hki.org. And try to check into our groups.io, smcara.groups.io, and read any new messages, and you can review some of the old topics as well. Okay, this is net control, returning the repeater to normal amateur use. The net is closed. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for participating. This is K3HKI Clear.